Hello everybody, Storm here. Welcome back to Kerbal Space program. In the last episode, we designed, built, and launched this storage module. And I went ahead and, well, we also got the mining rig, the drilling rig hooked up, which is, oh, there's something goofy going on there. Okay. But I did go ahead and get this thing landed. So I'm just kind of moving it into position. And decide where I want to park it. We're going to go ahead. I think we're just going to park it right about here. Go ahead and lock those brakes. Brakes are good. All right, so we should be good. Now, what in the world is going on with this thing? Oh, that's annoying. Oh well, there's not a lot I can do about it. Let's go ahead and get one of my engineers EVA'd. There's a bit of an animation glitch going on here. I disabled the drills for the time being, but it's still like got the animation playing like we're drilling. Alright, so how do I want to hook this up? Do you have a tool? You do have an electric screwdriver. Good. Okay. Alright, so where would I want to place this? Maybe there? Okay, there we go. Now I just need one of these guys. I gotta be mindful of the position of the drill. Alright, so you are gonna get attached there. Grab that connector. There we go. I was hoping I wasn't going to have to use the RCS to get that. Alright, so we'll go ahead and plug you in there and set the mode to docked. Those guys should now be connected. And why are you bouncing? Oh, just lovely. Just lovely. This has just been a pain in the butt. I'm starting to rethink this whole process. Just send a vessel over here to land, pick up the crew, bring them home, and abandon the whole operation. Because this has just been nothing but a headache. I don't have enough play, and now that thing is on its side, and there's nothing I can do about it. Now, why aren't you turning? I don't know what I'm going to do about this. Why aren't... Okay. Let's see what we got. Do I have one of those pylons? I do have one of those pylons. Hey, I can actually lift off carrying one of those pylons. Oh, and I need, I need some other parts. Okay. All right, so pylon. Okay, that's weird. Pick up the connector, attach it, docked. All right. Yeah, as long as they aren't broken or destroyed, it'll work. Maybe. If all I lost was a... Oh, and it's still sliding around. Lovely. Now, that thing, I think, is too heavy for my RCS thrusters. Yeah. Looks like it. Should probably turn my lights on. I'm going to try and salvage this. This whole process needs to work if this is if any of this is actually ever going to work. So, we'll see. Oh, wait, no. I should be fine. Oh. I do not know why the RCS is not behaving the way it normally does. It's driving me nuts. I'm used to it turning around when I change my camera angle. Maybe they changed something. Alright, grab the connector. Let's see if we have enough play here to get over there. I'm running out of EVA propellant. I'm going to have to be careful. Docked. Alright, now the whole deal is sliding. Alright, well, it looks like it's working. Let's get on board. And let's redeploy the drills. Well, deploy the drill. Deploy the drill. Activate the drill. Start the harvester. Activate the drill. Activate the drill. All right. That's not how I planned it, but you know what? That's the way it is. We're starting to fill up there. Starting to fill up there. We're not really filling up on minerals. We're filling up on substrate. We're filling up on carbonite. We're filling up on whatever that is. Rare minerals and exotic minerals. All right. Ore is also filling. All right, excellent. Metallic ore is filling. It's just the minerals which are not a thing here. Apparently. All right. Well. Where is the surveyor? I think it might be this one. The resource scanner. Let's switch to that. Let's let those drills do their thing. And let's see what's going on. So I may have to rethink everything. Well, not everything, but All right, so resource. We want minerals. Toggle the overlay. Let's see. All right. There are our minerals. Where is our ground base? Out of curiosity. Okay, that's weird that it's showing me a pylon. So that's our base. Yep, and we're in a spot that has no minerals. Ah. Boo. All right. Well, thing is, I think we have everything else. We just don't have that. Fahrenheit, yeah, that's everywhere. Ore is pretty much everywhere as well. Fluorite. There's like one patch of that, and that's in there. What was that? We're out of xenon gas. Apparently there was a change. These lensed hull thrusters are using xenon gas instead of argon gas. We have argon gas. Oh well. Doesn't matter. This thing's in the position it's going to be in, and we're not moving it anywhere. Alright. Well, we may need to have another solution. I think that's as good as we're going to get. So we're going to need to start building a second space station is going to be the plan. And we're going to have to bring all those various resources from the surface to our new space station. So that is what we're going to do next. Space station is going to be a little bit easier than that ground station. That ground station was a headache and a half. But as long as nothing else decides it's going to do anything goofy, it should work. Now, we'll just need to get a vehicle that can load up some resources and just kind of ferry stuff back and forth. And see how that works. I don't know what this little black box is, and it's another thing that's kind of irritating. Oh well, we got this whole game modded like crazy, so well, just got to deal with it. Specialized photovoltaic materials. High-tech electrical systems. What I'm looking for is something here. Alright, it is the Tundra Industrial Refinery that I'm looking for. I might already have it unlocked. I'm not. It's ISRU converters. Well, I'll have to see here. Interstellar Thermal Mechanics Helper. I had a bunch of updated mods and everything, and that's also causing some goofiness. None of those built in by manufacturer. Let's see. It's the inventory system was KW Rocketry, MechJeb. Umbra Space Industries. This is where we would see it if it was anywhere. I would think, anyway. Well, perhaps not. Because even the stuff that I know should be part of this, I don't see. Manufacturer AT Industries. This is the one problem having all these mods in, is I don't... At some point, it's just way too many things. Power storage, ground construction... There's an orbital workshop. That is not what we're looking for, I don't think. Orbital assembly line. Logistics. Alright, well, I think at the very least what we're going to do is we're going to design and launch a core for the station. I'm going to have to look around on my own and see if I can figure out where that's supposed to be. Alright, first thing we're going to need is a reactor, because I think this is going to be nuclear powered. Starlifter nuclear reactor. That's rather sizable. 8,000 electric charge per second. Again, it's a fission reactor. We don't have any fusion reactors yet. I actually don't think we do. Molten salt reactor. I think this is part of the interstellar stuff. Thermal generator. Reactor power. Power is listed in megawatts. Fuel cell generator is not what I'm looking for. Well, this thing I think will provide all the energy we could possibly need. How much enriched uranium does it have? Over 1,000. Estimated core life is 6 years. Alright, well, we're gonna probably need some supplemental solar power because we're gonna need to shut the generator down every so often so that we can recycle the fuel. What is the required cooling that we need? 8,000 kilowatts. All right. Let's see what we can do for that. Core heat transfer, 250 kilowatts. 2,700 kilowatts. So if we did 4 of those, that should provide the cooling that we need. And what do they look like? They look like that. Okay, it's an option. It might be our only real option, but I want to see. What else we've got? 4,000 kilowatts. 2 of these would also work. Just enough. I would say we go for 4 of them. Alright. So that would provide what? That's doing what? This provides 8,000 by itself. Deployable graphene heat shield. Curious. Ah, interesting. And I can scale it to different sizes. I don't really need a deployable graphene heat shield, but it's something to keep in mind. .6 per second electric charge. These are going to need 0.8 per second per electric charge just to operate. And they cannot be retracted once deployed. That's fine. Or I could go with 2 of these. Again, they're just larger. No, we'll go with the 4 4,000s instead of the 2 8,000s. Alright, so you're going to need a command core. You're also going to need a battery pack. Not that one. That one should work. And probably some sort of attachment hubs. What would we want to do on that front? Let's see. What options do we have? These? Those work. Probably want a solid core. Solid upper cap. Think that would work. Probably both caps being solid. Saddle truss, hollow truss, no. And the 3.75 meter scale is fine. Now, we would need some sort of attachment system that would be able to dock there. Like that's an adapter to reduce that down to a different size. Tow bar? No. Structural disc. Structural disc. No. Radial mount. Interesting, but I don't think we're going to use those. Rectilinear rover adapter super? I don't know what that is. All right, coupling. I think that's what we need to go to next. The end couplers, we have docking ports. Octagirder, docking port. No. No, that's actually... routed decoupler. No. Orbital assembly docking port. Interesting. Clampatron Mondos. There we go. Now we're starting to talk my language. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. Put that back. There we go. Alright, now, as far as some electrical power, well, those are just for the ends. Do we want anything to attach on the side? You know, like that. I guess it couldn't hurt. Do I have a better port that I could use? Linear docking ports? That's an adapter. Toroidal hub. Let's see. Pipe truss? No. What I'm looking for is something like this. I mean, I guess we could use those. It'll be very close. Well, maybe just on that end. Maybe just on this end. We'll do those, and then we can do... these adapters... compatible with the larger standard Clampatron senior docking ports. So it should be compatible with these docking ports. Clamp on there. Alright. I think that works. Now we are going to need some sort of solar power to just provide enough power so that the radiators can work even without the reactor running. Is this going to need any kind of RCS? I don't think so. No, this is the core, not things that are docking to it. So, for this, these curved solar arrays? Expanding curved solar array? That's a bit odd. I think that just threatens to get in the way of things. What I'm looking for is just a flat panel array. Like this, but maybe smaller? How much power do those provide? 4 per second per panel. Indirect sunlight. These are 0.8 per second per panel. So yeah, all we would need is one of these in full sun to provide enough power to run the thing. So that will be good. All right. So I think that's our station core for our new station. And it's going to be what? The Kerbal 2 core? It is also going to be in mono orbit. All right. What's this thing's mass? 39 tons? That's actually not too bad. I would have expected it to be a little bit heavier with a reactor core of that size. All right, then. What we're going to want is... let's see. Well, these are all 5 meter. Stand that off there. For payload, we'll throw the 5 meter fairing on here. Do I want the 5 meter fairing? 7.5 meter fairing? I mean, 7.5 meter works, but it complicates the engine arrangement. If 5 meter can do the job, then we'll go with 5 meter fairings. 5 meter rocket. I brought this too far up. Okay, hold on. Clamshell deploy is going to be off with ejection force of 250. Build the fairing. We don't need it to be that wide. That'll do. Alright, if I use that and... where is my 5-meter upper stage engine? There it is. I use that. How much delta V? 1,288 meters per second delta V. Okay, we might need more than that. 2,600 meters per second delta V. That'll do. Alright, we're going to need somewhere around 1,200 meters per second delta V after we achieve Kerbal orbit to be able to transfer to the moon and capture. So that will work. Oh, actually, there's something else we need to do here. We're going to need the... five-meter command computer link with 5-meter battery bank. (2,600 meters per second delta V). Yes. We're also going to need some power. Something enclosed and aerodynamic. Those will do. And then we're going to need our 5-meter reactive control wheels so that we can actually get this thing where it needs to be. We'll throw one in there too. I think I'll actually throw one onto the core itself, just because. All right, big main stage. With big engines. We're talking 1,800 meters per second delta V in the first stage. That's not going to be quite enough. We're going to need some boosters. Liquid or solid? We've done a lot of SRBs. So maybe I should go with liquid boosters. What would I go with for liquid booster tanks? Would I go with these? Yeah, let's give those a shot. And, what do we got? Thrust away to 1.49 or 1.9. If we would put all these on the same stage, we're looking at what? 2,332. Thrust away to 2.49. You need more than that. All right, so 4. Oh, this is so overkill. We're talking almost 3,000. Sure. Yeah, why not? This is so overkill, but you know what? There's no kill like overkill. Okay. Save that up and let's put this into orbit and get it parked where it needs to be. All right, we're going to automate the ascent. Let's put it up to 120. Let's get it up to a little bit higher altitude to avoid any potential debris that might be flying around at that particular orbit. And staging. Staging is good. Go ahead and do it. And I didn't actually engage the autopilot, did I? Nope. Whoops. I think I did that before. Well, I forgot. I tried to do a manual launch and forgot to throttle up before I disconnected the launch clamps. This time I forgot to engage the autopilot before disconnecting the launch clamps. Fortunate that I didn't break any engines. Alright, what we're looking at 2.3 thrust to weight, delta V, thousand meters per second. I think we will need the upper stage for orbital insertion. We will have to see. 60. We're down to 400 meters per second in the tank. Yeah, definitely this is not going to have enough to insert the orbit. It may not even have enough to get us up to the desired altitude. No, I think it probably will. Alright, excellent. Only 52 meters per second of delta V left in that tank. That was timed excellently. I don't know what's going on with the interface here. Well, I did switch to 1440p monitors recently, and so I'm running at a higher resolution. I'm still recording at 1080, but I think that resolution change has caused some problems. Alright, we'll let that guy go ahead and stay on suborbital. We'll do orbital insertion here. Go ahead and get these radiators extended. Alright, there we are. Now let's get this over here. Set as target. Use the maneuver planner to figure out what my transfer orbit's going to be. Alright. I think that is not exactly how I want to do that. We need to orbit in the right direction. Probably means I need to change the timing of my burn more than the delta V of my burn. Yeah, we don't want to get there too soon, actually. We want to let the moon pass us a little bit and then swing around behind its orbit. One periapsis is 319 meters. 319,000 meters. 220. I'd like to park myself somewhere around 250 kilometers. Is that increasing my periapsis? That is increasing my periapsis. We need to get there a little bit sooner. 240. 244. 267. 260 kilometers. Okay, that'll do. All right, let's go ahead and tell this to do its thing. I do have to remember that I do have a ship that is still on its return journey. No, not that one. That's something I dropped off of the Arbalest. There's the Arbalest. It's returning from Joule. Still waiting. This must have got kicked out at a high speed by something. I wonder what that is. Well, let me go ahead and get transferred over to the moon, and then maybe I'll have to go take a look, figure out what in the world that is. Something I dropped off. All right, let's warp over and get ourselves parked. The space around the moon is becoming rather crowded. Circularize at the periapsis. Alright, so we're coming in at 260 kilometers. I don't think anything else is on that orbit. We've got an old harvester that I used to use that I don't anymore. That is kicking around at what? 320 kilometers? Yeah, that should be fine. This gets a little close, or we'll get a little close. That relay satellite there. Oh, I still have the overlay on. Oh, well, that's fine. All right, we are in position. Go ahead and radial in. This gives us good clearance, and then we'll go ahead and decouple the node. I don't have any RCS to push myself away. Well, we're decoupled now, so if we just let things go for a little bit, we'll naturally separate because of our slight differences in orbit. Interesting. All right, retrograde. I don't have any relay antennas or anything like that on here, so it should be a matter of just giving myself a little gentle push. All right, there it goes. Alright, so here's the core of our new station that I'm hoping is going to be kind of a materials processing and refining station. More so than Kerbal 1. Kerbal 1 is more of a refueling station for our manned interplanetary vehicles. This is going to take like all the minerals and oil, you know, metals, metallic ore, and all that kind of stuff, and process it into things. At least that's the hope, if I can figure out what the part is that does it. So we'll see. All right, but before we end for the day, we are going to end here, and I've got to do a bit more digging around and figuring things out. I'm going to go ahead and hop over to this and figure out what in the world that is being thrown out of the star system at high speed. Ah. It was the old inflatable heat shield. that I was planning to use for some sort of aerobraking that never really came to fruition. Inflate it, sure, why not? Somewhere along the line, that got flung out of the Joule system. Is now being flung out of the Kerbal system. There's Joule. Alright, so I guess we'll go ahead and stop here for today. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you next time.